As much as I love using wood in Minecraft, it has a downside. Going out into the world and collecting it not only takes so much time, I'm looking at you, Mangrove, but it destroys the natural world around us. Now, I'm all about natural preservation, so today we're going to build a logging paradise where we can destroy the natural world around us there. I want to transform this little section of my world, which looks amazing by the way, into somewhere we can come to collect every single wood type we need, as well as providing us with means to store all our chopped wood in this world, while at the same time making it all fit into the theme of this hardcore Minecraft world. As much as I really want to get cracking on with this brand new wood empire of ours, there is one farm we've got to build first that will allow us to get the most out of those wood farms, and that is a moss farm. Not only will it give us access to all this green goodness, but more importantly, we need access to as much bone meal as we can possibly get our hands on. And I have got the perfect place for this farm. It is going to go right here, just outside our farming village. And before we get building, I've got so much digging to do. I need my beacon first. Sure, it's around here somewhere. Ah, here we go. And we can leave the base there because I will be back with a beacon to do more mining. We can just stop into our iron farm and get some more iron for a brand new base. With our beacon down, it's now time to get digging. I need to make this hole big enough to hide this farm away. I mean, it's not the prettiest farm I've ever made, but it's so worth building in our world. All we need to do is craft a load of redstone materials, and we're good to start building. The farm is built, and I just want to check that it works before we actually finish it off and route everything up to the top. If I flick this lever here... oh, it bursts into life. Oh, so what we want to do first is actually fill all this up with bone meal, those bits there. We're not going to get any goodies yet. It's just going to go floating around like that and filling it all up and priming the system. Oh. So while it does that, let's get ourselves sorted at the top. Starting off, we can dig back into the mountainside and hide it in there a little bit. Along the back wall, we can just put some spruce. For storage of all our goodies that we're going to get up here, I'm thinking 4 tall and 10 across. Not like that. And behind all these, because we are going to automatically sort them, we need a lot of hoppers. Acacia wood on the sides for a bit of change of colour. And along the top. All stripped, of course. And then along the top so we can't see in, but we can still open the chests. Just a bit of jungle wood. At the front of the chest, we can just show what we're collecting. So we'll have moss for them 5 and bone meal for bank of 5 there. Yeah, child. Where did you come from? No, I can't hit you. Get out the grass. Get out the grass. Can't. You're too small. Ooh, potato. And there we go. Yeah. Then from there, we can just bring a simple roof across. Something like that. Then out front, we can just bring these pillars down to give us 2 big entrances into our storage room. With the storage in, all that's left to do is put a nice little build around this thing. Good. All done. Or almost all done. I want some protection for our farm, and I'm thinking some animal friends. Stopping off to get some fish, we can now head to our closest village. Please be one over here. Please be one over here. You're not a cat. You are definitely not a cat. I can't find any cats, so you can be my first friend, buddy. Moss Farm dog, you can sit right there and protect us against skeletons. I'm going to go and get you a friend if I can find another village. I'll be back. Goodbye. Goodbye. Please have a cat. Please have a cat. All I want is one cat. Just one cat. Just give me a cat. Please give me a cat. Get any cats in there, buddy? No? Oh, thank you. Right. Next village. Aha. Oh, come on, please. Hi, I have arrived. Why are you all in there with the sheep? Holy moly, I never knew it was so hard to get a cat. That's not a cat. You're a donkey. Not a cat, not a cat, not a cat, not a cat, not a cat. No, no cats there. Onwards. Ah ha ha ha. Hello, for I have arrived. Surely you've got a cat. If you've got a golem, yes, 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 you like that, Sammy. Yes, you are now my friend. Right, I have got a job for you, buddy. Welcome. This is the village. You're not living here. You're just living up on that hill just over there. You've got a very, very important job to do. Here we are. This is your new friend, who has also got no name. You two can sit right there. Okay, you stop creepers, you stop skeletons. I need a name for these guys, please, because I am rubbish at naming things. Good, with our farm done, our animals protecting, we can now move on to the next project, which is going to be our main aim of today. This is the area that we are going to completely transform into our wood empire. But first, we need to get rid of trees. To grow trees, you have to get rid of trees. There we go, that looks so much better, and we've got so much room. And we've got all that wood. But now it's time to get more wood. We're going to leave the building for up here yet. We're not touching that. We're going deep underground. Grabbing our beacon yet again, it's time to head down into the depths to dig an even bigger hole. Our first task on the path to our wood empire is to dig out a hole big enough so we can fit all of our farms down here. My aim is to fit all the ugly working parts down here where we can actually produce all of our woody goodness and then store it all up on the surface when we have all the builds to put it in. Oh no! Yeah. Oh no! Gutted, I was in my own little world then, and now I've just destroyed a silk touch netherite pick. Oh well, that's work. Oh, so annoying. Oh no! No, I can't do it. I need another pick. I want another silk touch. We'll take that one. Combine them two, add efficiency to it, add amending, jobs of fish. With our 2 diamond picks in hand, we can now head down to our villager trading area in the ancient city to grab the books that we need to get our pick back again. Ow. While down here, I also decided to trade with the villagers to repair all my tools. I mean, I might as well, seeing as though I'm down here already. And at the moment, this is my only way of getting XP, which isn't ideal. So, I've added a proper XP farm to the list of builds I need to make. Maybe an Enderman farm? I don't know. I've never built one of those, like ever. In my time of playing Minecraft, never built one. That, and that. Yeah, there we go. Got my pickaxe back, woo! Holy's dug, but there's a slight possibility that I may have gone a little bit over the top. Right, with the hole dug, it's now time to put stuff in said hole. But first, another stop at the villagers to repair my tools yet again. With our tools all fixed, we can now gather the resources we need to put the first farm in and get our wood empire up and running. I never knew they could grow on top of a pumpkin. Ha! Learn something every day. So this farm is going to be our main farm, providing us with pretty much every wood type we can get our hands on, including the pesky nether trees. Which also means I don't even have to go into the nether anymore to chop those down. And that is a win in my books. Now, obviously, I'm not clever enough to design something like this myself, so I followed a tutorial from Encollier, link in the description. But I was clever enough to build it and provide my hardcore world with endless wood. Go me! Yay! Don't blow up. Right, I think that's everything in. All we've got to do now is test it. Oh, and apparently it's a glow squid farm as well. Handy. I need... where are you going? Why can't I kill it? Aha! There we go. Now we just need some bone meal to get the farm working. Hi guys, how are we doing? You protecting it well? Good, good. Yeah, there's nothing here. Yeah, how are we doing? Ah! It's working well. Let's grab a load of this. Farm on. Oh, the system works. Holy moly, it works! That should be wood. That should... Oh, it's so much quicker. Ah, that's so much better. I've got to say, this farm is awesome. It's working really well. But holy moly, does it chew through bone meal. But I have given it a bit of a test and got all that. And I definitely did not blow this thing up by pressing the on-off button too quick. No, that definitely didn't happen. Don't believe anybody that tells you it did. But now we move on to the next farm, and that is probably going to go around about here if I can squeeze it in. But I've got to put a load of resources together for this thing. Let's go. First problem. We need a load of sticky pistons. I need slime. We had a slime chunk down in the tree farm. That'll save me flying all the way to a swamp. That bit there is a slime chunk. I'm hoping we get some slimy goodness. Come on. Spawn. Go now. Go. Now, what's going to happen first? Slime spawning or me getting bored and leaving? Ah! Ooh, 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 ooh. Stupid idea. Stupid idea. Oh. Oh, that was a stupid idea. Holy moly. Never do that again, Souli. Never do that again. However, I can now put some of this on my sides. There we go. That's the only reason I wanted it. Yeah, I got bored. Time to find ourselves a swamp and get some slime. Aha! Nothing bad can happen here. Right? Right? Oh! Jeez! You scared the living daylights out of me. Why are you wearing a suit? I just want the slime! I hate this. I hate this. As long as there's no creepers, I can survive. Go away. Go away. Oh! Everything hurts. Feels like I've got no armor on. What is going... Brilliant. Death avoided, just about. And slime in hand, we can now get all of our required resources and put this mangrove farm together. This is a farm I've built before a few times now, and I know it works so well. I'm not a fan of gathering mangrove wood, as you could probably tell from the start of the video, so this is going to be an amazing addition to my world. Again, I'll put a link in the description for a tutorial. So to get this farm up and running, all we need now are propagules. I'm sure I've got some of them at home. Propagules should be over here, I think. Do I have... Yes, I do. Good. If this works, I have got no problems getting the worst wood in the world in Minecraft to chop down. Oh, I hate chopping down. This is going to be amazing. Game changer. Yeah, absolute game changer. Let's turn this guy on first. With this lever right there. And if I aim just up here with the propagules of right-clicking, this should give us our trees. Yeah, there we go. The farm and the system works. No more chopping down mangrove trees for us. Woo. So I stood in here for about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. And we've got that, which is pretty cool. We've even got a glowing sack farm as well. Nearly 9 stacks of mangrove wood. Oh, that is so much easier than chopping it all down. So with 2 farms in, doing pretty much all the wood, there's one more farm that I really want to do. And it's a farm that we're going to get pretty much the most important wood from. Bamboo. Bamboo can make us everything that we need. It's going to be chests, sticks, and other stuff. So that is going to go right there. I decided to keep this farm simple and just use pistons and observers with an easy minecart collection system underneath the mud. I could have gone for a flying machine like I have done in the past, but I find they break too much when you're away from the chunk, which means I always have to come back and repair it. So doing it this way, we shouldn't need to do any of that. I'm hoping this can provide me with everything that we need and keep our stock levels of bamboo pretty high. And with the bamboo farm up, that is all our farms down here done. There's just one more farm I've got to do. That is a dark oak farm, and that's it. That's the dark oak farm. Yeah, I'm not building one for that at the minute. That one can wait. But this farm, I capped it off at 2 levels. I thought that could be enough. It might be enough. If not, we'll do some more. But this thing is cranking. That might not look like a lot, but that does. With all our farms built, it is now time to turn our attentions to the surface and all the good stuff. I want to transform this area into a working lumber area. One main building to hold all our wood from the main wood farm down below, a build to store all our bamboo products, and the last one being a small build for our mangrove stuff. Starting off with the main build, we need to get a load of resources to this one, and to make it pretty obvious what it is, we're going to be using a load of the wood that we'll be storing in there. And I also think the addition of a few brown colors like concrete and mushroom box should go pretty well with the build. And there we go. The main structure of the lumber mill is in, but we're not quite looking like a lumber mill at the moment. And that's what this little space over here is for. Let's bring the wall out from here a little bit. We could also add in a few dark oak pillars for our new extension. With the main pillars in place, we can now bring the roof, and I'm going to connect it to this so we can walk out of there and keep nice and dry in this wet area for something that looks a little bit like that, but it's a bit too flat for my liking, so we can add extra bits here just to give it a little bit of shape. Something like that should do. And now to protect this, we can bring our border around again. Something that looks a bit like that. Yeah, much better. Oh, no, no. No. Campfires in the middle with some chains and iron bars. And we now have a saw ready to cut our logs. We still need to power this saw, and I've seen a water source up in the mountain that we can make use of. Bringing the stream down the mountain, we can then create a few ponds around the lumber mill. This will give us the running water that we actually need to power our saw. With the addition of a few decorations, we can make the pond look a little bit more natural and fit into the landscape a bit better. With the water now in place and looking really good, I want to add in a big wood and copper water wheel. I think something like that would fit this build style so well, and this is actually the first time I've built one, so I hope it turns out okay. And there we go. I think that looks really good. I'm happy with that. But what doesn't look good is our interior. Starting off in here, the main thing we need is our storage system. I need to make this big enough to store everything that we get from our farms down below. And going for aesthetics here, I put the sorting system redstone high up into the build, so this should leave me enough room for decoration down below. Sorting system and storage is now in, but I want to be able to come in here and just dump everything off and get it all in there in a wanna. So I'm thinking a shulker box unloader right in here. So now if I put a shulker box full of, well, almost full of spruce, we should see it hopefully appear there. Boom. And then all our goodies should end up over here. There we go. And with that done, we can finish the rest of the interior, making sure we have plenty of storage for more woody goodness that we want to keep in here. With the interior done and looking amazing, we can move on to the outside. At the moment, this wheel would not turn. There's no flowing water. The water just stops here. So we need to take a little stream all the way down there, and I'm thinking into a little pond. Taking our stream down into a nicely decorated pond will now give us the illusion that we have running water past our water wheel. And it looks nice too. Continuing on with our lumberyard, I think we had a big crane over here that could lift all the wood from that bit there to over to our big saw there, which can then get stored over there. Law and all that. For the base of the crane, we're not going to use wood like we did here. We need a load-bearing material, so I'm thinking cobble, maybe some brick. Something like that should do for the base, but now I want to add another section on top. I want this to be big, and I think we go with the darker blocks there. So, what's that? Deep slate? Something like that should do us. Nice and rustic and fits in with the area pretty well. Now, we just need to put a massive crane right on top of this thing. And it's going to need to be big because them logs are massive back there. No! Not again! No! Hey! What are you doing up there? Get off! What the? No! That's for lifting up wood, not for pillagers. Get out! Whatever. Just don't nick anything. Oh, we just need the actual pulley system. So I've started off here. We need that to come down there so we can actually pick up the wood. And to balance out the weight, we're going to need a counterweight coming off, I think, off the back there. But this is looking pretty sweet. This is looking industrial, big. Big is double big, all right? So that counterweights that bit, but we need to tie those rocks down, I think. And there's some rails on the side, and then we can come down to the bottom and put some ladders there like that. And now those are strapped in, going nowhere. Oh, the crane's looking good. Now we just need to make it look like it is actually lifting stuff from over here to over here, ready for processing or chopping on our saw. Finishing off this side of our lumber build, we need to make it look like it's a working area. Chopping down some of the trees will help, and I also decided to leave a little stump at the bottom to make it look like they've been felled. Placing a load of trees on their side and hanging from our crane can help sell this story also. For the ground, replacing the nice green grass with coarse dirt and podzol. This will make it look more like a busy area where people are hard at work. And there we have it. One side of our lumber empire is complete. And I think that has turned out really well. I like it. Now we turn our attentions to the other half. We need to ensure that all our goodies from down below can be stored in their own little areas. So for this building, we want to stick with the theme that we've got going on around here, but I want to make this a little different. We want easy access, so we can start with a few pillars, I think. Post for our entrance in. Now we just need to do the back and the side. I think something like that should do. We're not going to see a great deal of that. We're going to have storage and stuff. And the back is kind of hidden by the hill. For this build, I just want to make it an easy access barn. No doors needed. We just have to make it match the surrounding area. And because it is our bamboo storage, I'd like to get some of that into the build. I went for a bamboo roof with a bit of moss in it to just give it a little bit of texture. The build is in, and all that's left to do now is decorate it a bit and to finally get all our bamboo from the bottom up here. So first up, the storage. I'm going to use barrels on this side and then chests over on this side just to mix it up a little bit. We're going to need plenty of storage. Plenty. I've got to say that is looking so much better. We can tell it is now a bamboo farm. We've got a load of storage. All that's left to do is to get the bamboo up here. Heading down below, we can now see our bamboo working away, and this has been working away in the background while we've been doing everything up there. And look at this. Look at this. That is why we need all that storage. But I have been coming down here and condensing it all into the blocks of bamboo as well, and creating a load of chests. Yeah. So when we get to 121, I can then auto-craft all that into that, which will save a lot of room up top. Man, I can't wait to update. And there we go. That is our bamboo storage in, and I like the way this turned out. We've got one more storage area to go. That is going to go right there, I think. And it's for mangrove. Now, the keen-eyed amongst you will realise that this isn't even remotely like a mangrove biome, but this is Minecraft. Go with it. We need storage. And for the mangrove, we are going to need storage enough for the different bits that we can get from the tree. And that is going to be, obviously, the mangrove logs, the roots, sticks, propagule, and moss carpet. Nothing crazy here. I just wanted a smallish barn to store all of our goodies with a little mangrove thrown in. And there we go. Our mangrove storage is finally in, and it's kind of decorated. I've got storage up here for little bits and pieces. We've got this little cart, which is ready to transport some mangrove wood, maybe over to our village over there. And I have connected it up so all the stuff is flowing from down below, including our unintentional glowing sack farm. We have still got a lot of decoration to go around here, but first I want to tackle this big area. It's wide open, there's nothing in it, and we've got this hole here, which I still want to keep because that is quite central. Oops, didn't mean to do that. To get down to our farms down below. Can I make it? Ow. Nailed it. So I'm thinking is if we put another crane around here, which could help with lifting all the wood onto carts maybe that are ready to go out into our city that is going to be over there, and our village that is over there. But first, it's going to get spooky, so let's sleep. Good morning, and this is a good day to put in another crane. Placing another crane down here in our lumberyard, but not quite as big as our other one. We could maybe use this one for loading up trucks that will then take all our lumber into the other villages so the logs can be sold. And this will also provide us with a good place to hide our entrance down to the farms. I continued with the decoration around the crane, but unfortunately I lost a load of footage as well. Fantastic. And as we walk down into our very new lumber area, we can see that it is finally complete. And man, this place is looking amazing. I'm so happy with how this has turned out. We have gone from having no wood storage at all with a plain woody biome to a massive wood empire that will provide us with the wood to build up the rest of our world, and finally a place to store all of our wood products. All done in my very own style in my hardcore world. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and be sure to subscribe. We have so much more to do in hardcore Minecraft.